Hello friends, welcome to ACE Online and this is Narendra, and today's class we will discuss the data interpretation. And you know the data interpretation is one of the very important topic, and it shows that when you are writing the bank prelim exam, there will be one set of data interpretation having 5 questions. But when you are writing the main examination, the clerk examinations, so 2 data interpretation, even sometimes 3 data interpretation. So, let us have some discussion about the very first set which I picked up, the IBPS clerk main 2020. Okay, my dear friends. So, what is the question here? So, I noticed that this what the information is. What is the information given over here? That study the pie chart given below carefully and answer the questions. Fine, it is a general statement. The percentage wise distribution of laptop, Dell and Lenovo, percentage wise distribution of the what is that sold by 6 stores. There are 6 stores are there. I can see that A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 store, percentage wise distribution of A to F in the month of March 2014. So, what is this part here? So, here it says that the total number of laptops, look at this one, total number of laptops, that means here in previously we have seen that there are 2 companies mentioned here, the one is Dell and the other one is Lenovo. So, when I talk about the first one, it is including the Dell and Lenovo, the total of these 2, and how much is sold, that is 48,000, and by distributor A, that is 18% of the total, by distributor B, that is 28% of the total, and so on and so forth. This is total. Now, coming to the second one, that is the total number of Dell laptop. Here it is Dell plus Lenovo, and here it is Dell, and how much is the total, that is 28,000. That means out of 48,000, Dell is 28,000, then the Lenovo will be the remaining one, that is 48,000 minus 28,000, I will be getting 20,000. Okay. Now, coming over here, the same 6 distributors are there, A to F. Now, what is A? That is 14% of 28,000. Now, if I have to find out what is the sale of Dell by distributor A, then I know that the Dell is 28,000. So, 28,000 14%, I will directly get Dell. But how do I get the Lenovo? So, the Lenovo I will be getting the 18% of 48,000, that will be total. Total means Dell plus Lenovo. I will get the total over here, and from here if I take out the Dell, I will be getting the Lenovo. Dell I am getting from this figure. Hope you are understanding it. So, let us move on. What kind of questions were there? So, this is the very first question I was there in the exam, my dear friends, and let us see what question was this. What question was this? Okay, let me just make small adjustment here on my display part. Okay, 1 minute please, and yeah, now it is clear. So, now look at this one, we have some question and followed based on these 2. So, I will go with that question, what exactly it is said in the question. So, look at this part here, you notice that the number of laptops in both type sold by A and C is more than that sold by E and F by. That means the total of. So, I am only working on have to work on the first diagram. The total of A and C is how much more than the total of E and F. So, let us go to the figure. the total of A and C. This is what the total of A and C. So, what is this in terms of percentage? That 18% plus 15%, that comes 33%. So, this 33% is how much more than the total of E and F, and the E and F, I notice that this is 28%. So, there is 28%. Now, in number it is said how much more. So, in terms of percentage, that the first one is how much more than the second one, that I know it is the difference is 5%. So, I need to find out the 5% on the total sales, that is 48,000. So, let us take that 48,000 and how do I get the 5% over here? I know the 10% is 4,800 and what will be 5% of this? 2,400. So, my answer should be 2,400, that is my answer for the given question. So, do we have option 2,400? No, yes, I can say that option choice D, 2,400. Was easy question, even though it is the main question of 2020. Okay. So, if anyone joins, enjoy, we will enjoy it. Usually data interpretation working singly will little boring. I am moving on to the next question over here. Acha, okay, I already worked out over here, whereas I have to work only on the first one. So, I missed this slide. Anyhow, when I am only working on the first slide, then what is A and C? The same thing, that is 18 plus 15, that is 33%, and what is E and F? We already seen that 28%. What is the difference? 5%. 5% of this total is nothing but 2,400 we have worked out. Let us move on to the second question, and your second question is this. What is this question? We will read the question first. Okay. Let us take the question first and see what is there. What is the ratio? Ratio, it is talking about ratio, remember that part, between the number of Dell and Lenovo laptops sold by store A. Dell and Lenovo sold by store A. That means store A Dell and is to store A Lenovo. What is this ratio? Is it first Dell? Yes, Dell to Lenovo. So, okay, how do I work out over here? So, I required this one. In order to get the Lenovo, I need to take the total minus Dell, I will get Lenovo. Which store they are talking about? Store A. Right, my dear friends? So, I need the ratio here. What I do is, see the technique to answer this question. So, what I do over here, I will not consider this 48,000 and 28,000. Instead, I will cancel this number, and with 4 this is 12 times and this is 7 times. So, the base ratio here is 12:7. Okay. Now, 12 into 18. What comes 12 into 18? And here about Dell, that is 7 into 14. So, let us come to this one. I will be getting the total of Dell plus Lenovo I will be getting here, and that is 12 into 18. And as both A and A, you can make the ratio over here because both A and A is there. So, therefore, the ratio of this here it is 9 and here it is 7. So, you notice that here it is 108, the total is 108 and only Dell, and that is 7. So, but my requirement is a Dell to Lenovo. So, I know that Dell is 7, but what about Lenovo? The Lenovo will be 108 minus 7, which I get 7 into 7 is 49. I missed that part. So, it should be 49. So, let me write down this is 49. Are you understanding the technique? I am not working on the whole number. I am working on the ratio of the base. Why I am doing so? Because I have to find out the ratio. When you have to find out the ratio or when you have to find out the percentage, in both the cases you can work with the ratio of the base because it is a smaller number. As here it is A and here also it is A, you can take the ratio of this percentage. So, here 12 into 9 that comes 108 and 7 into 7 that comes 49. Now, the 49 is del. So, let me erase this one and here it is 49 is del, and what is Lenovo? The Lenovo total minus del, I will be left with Lenovo, and that is 18 minus 9 is 9, am I right? 18 minus 9 is 9 and here it is 9 and 5. So, this is what my ratio is. So, do we have any option? 49 is to 59, 49 is to 59. Option choice A. These are previous question, 2 years back question. So, you can see, hope you are comfortable. Hope you are comfortable to answer the question. Hope you are understanding, my dear friends. Okay, beautifully answer the question, Mr. Aman. Very good, good evening. And Anusha rightly answer the question. I am moving on to the next question, my dear friends. Question number 3. Please work out together. So, first I will read out what the question is. We all of us will read out what the question is. What is this question, my dear friend? So, what is the respective ratio? Again, it is a ratio. So, I can work out with the base ratio, which is 12:7. So, between the average number of Dell laptop sold by A, C and E, Dell A, C and E, to that of sold by store B, D and F, the same company Dell. So, it is talking about this this part. Now, we can answer the question. Try this. I will also answer this along with you. So, here Dell average of A, B and C. So, I need to work out only on this, the second one. I do not need both the pie chart because it is talking only on Dell. So, work out only on Dell. So, take that A, C and E. What is A? 14 plus 12, that comes 26, 26 plus E, 36. So, here I got 36 percentage, and anyone answered it? Oh my God, so much so clear. Already answered the question, Mr. Aman, and the Aman has said that it is option C. The option C is 9:11. Okay, let me see that you are correct or not. 9:11. Here it is 36%, and coming to B, D and F. So, what is B? 32 and 8, that is 40 and 24, that is 64. That is right, 64%. As the base is same, I do not have any use of the base. I can consider the whole as 100. In that case, this is 36 and this is 64. So, both number is getting cancelled by how much? 4. So, this is 9 times and this is 16 times. Is that you said 9:16, Mr. Aman? 9:16, option choice C. Beautifully answer the question. That is right, my dear friend. You are seriously preparing, therefore, you are working on this. Otherwise, people try to find out the enjoyment in the question. Okay, let us read the question first. What is this question? By what percentage? Look at this. When it is asked the percentage, I can work out with that base 12:7 ratio. I can work out with that because they are asking the percentage, not the value. So, by what percentage the number of Lenovo laptop sold by store B more than the Dell laptop sold by store E. So, the Dell laptop I will directly get sold by E over here. But as I said that by what percentage more, so I will go with the ratio of this. So we notice that this is 12:7 ratio. Now, in order to get the Lenovo of B, what I need to find out the total, that is a del plus Lenovo I will get from the first chart, and minus del which I get from the second chart, then I will be getting the Lenovo. So, Lenovo of B, please work out along with me my dear friends. So Lenovo of B. So, what is B here? 28%. So, as I need to find out the ratio percentage, and the percentage can also be worked out with the help of ratio. So, I will work out with the ratio here 12 into 28, and that comes 12 8 96, 96 carry 9, and 12 to 24 and plus 9 is 33. That is the total, minus del of B. So, that is 7 into 32, that comes 14 carry 1, and 7 3 21 and 22. So, 224. So, I get this as 12 over here and 1 here, 112. So, what is this one? This one is the Lenovo from B. Come on, this is the Lenovo from B. 2 Dell laptop from E. The Dell laptop from E I can find from the second pie chart, and this is E. So, 7 into 10, that comes 70. So, my second figure is 70. You are asked the first one is by what percentage the first one is more than the second one. So, is the first one is more than the second one? Yes, it is more. By how much more? 42 more. So, I need to find out what that is 42 is what percentage of 70. Anyone answered it? Anyone answered it? Okay, Mr. Aman, you have already said 60%. All your answers are correct, sir. Today I didn't put up the answer option. So, with 7 both number it getting cancelled, and it gets 6 by 10, and 6 by 10 is nothing but 60%. Well done, my dear friend, well done. Okay. So, we are on the fourth question. The last question of this set is this. Okay. First we will read what the question is. So, let us read this one. What will be the central angle? You know, one question comes, and the very basic question. Central angle, that means degree, corresponding to the number of laptops of both the kinds sold by both the kinds. The first diagram, sold by store C and store F. So, okay, let us take the figure. Both the laptops store, so I do not need the first one, second one. I have to work out on the first one, C and F. So, where is C? The C is 15% and F, that is 35%, right? This 35%. So, that represents what angle? Come on, my dear friends, some of you must have answered the question, because very frequently this type of question comes in the exam. So, come on. So, some of you will definitely be able to answer the question, and you are saying A, Anusha is saying A, 35%. What is the angle? So, I just have to convert this in 360. Am I right over here? Okay. So, when I cancel this number by 5, it is 7 times and this 20 times, and when I cancel this with 20, this is 18 times, and 18 7 126 degree. That is your answer. Is it option 1? Oh, Anusha has rightly responded. It is option choice A. Well done. Okay. Now, moving on to the second set, and this set I am discussing is the IBPS Clerk main of 2019. Now, before that, let me tell you how to enroll in the banking course in ACE Online. So, go to the Google Play, and once you go to the Google Play, you will find this symbol. So, click this one. Yes, my dear friends. So, click this one, then you get the next part in this way. This is the part. In this part, I already see that the IBPS clerk is there, and here you have the recorded program. You have to go for that. Use that is 50, then you will be getting the 50% discount on that. Suppose you are getting the gate and all, then you have to go for this store. Look at this one, this store, and once you click this store, then all the programs will be displayed. From there you can choose the banking course, and the code you have to use this one, and you will be entitled to get the 50% discount, and the taking the 50 after 50% discount, the course fees will be 750 plus whatever GST is applied. Okay, coming to the question part over here. Now, what is this question is, the study the following pie chart and answer the question given below. The preference of student among 6 beverage, okay, in terms of angle in the pie chart. So, 6 type of beverage is there, that is type A, B, C, D, E, F is there. Now, all is given in terms of angle. What you can do is, if you can convert this into percentage, well and good, then it will be easy, or else every time you have to use, if it is saying that 21.6 degree, then what you need to do is 21.6 divided by 360 into the total number of student, that is 6800. Then again you have to cancel this one. So, there is two options. Initially you can convert this all 6 values in terms of percentage, or whenever it is required you calculate the percentage and then write down that percentage somewhere, so that you do not need to calculate it again. Okay. Coming to the question part, let us move on to, I mentioned that in the terms of percentage over here, you can calculate wherever it is needed in the exam or practice. Come on, and this is very first question on your board. And what is this question? Let us read the question here. The number of students who prefer beverage C are approximately what percentage of the number of students who prefer beverage D? Beverage C is approximately what percentage of beverage D? So, let us take this the other side, and it is said that beverage C. So, which one is beverage C? I see that this part in terms of angle 14.4, in terms of percentage it is 4%. What percentage of D? So, this is D, in terms of percentage it is 34. So, shall I wait for a few seconds? Some of you will probably be able to answer the question. Simply what I need to find out, 4 is what percentage of 34%? 4% is what percentage of 34%? We have already seen what the question was asked in the previous slide, right my dear friends. So, now I brought that relevant figure here. So, C is what percentage of D? That means 4 is what percentage of 34. So, anyone can answer the question? Aman so beautifully answered the question. Aman, really done well, really done well. You know how to calculate it. Say that there is a easy way to calculate it. What is 10% of this? I am taking 10% of this. So, 10% of the denominator is 3.4, this is 10%. So, this is how much more? So, 0.6 more. So, what is 1% here? The 1% is 0.34. What is 2%? 2% comes closer to this, that means 10% plus another 2%, you are getting approximately 12%, your option choice B. Aman has well done, well done. So, hope others who are watching also understanding this question. Okay. I am moving on to the next, my dear friends. This what? The 2019 IBPS Clerk Prelim exam. First we will read the question. What is the question here? So, question is based on the same diagram. Look at the question here. So, question says, how many students prefer beverage B and beverage E together? How simple this question is. How many students prefer B and E together? So, let us take this side and B and E it said. So, let us go to the where is B, B is here and where is E and the E is here. I am sure how many student it is said. So, may I wait for 5 to 10 seconds? Some of you will definitely able to answer the question. The question is in the exams I will show you, give me any exam question except 1 or 2 difficult questions. The data interpretation usually do not have much difficult questions. Okay. I am working on this, I am working on this my friend. So, here I already calculated 16% and 18% and that gives us 34%. Yes. So, what is the together? Together is 34%. So, I will calculate 34% of 68,000. So, 68,000, so 34%, that means 0.34, and in my course I have discussed in detail the shortcut multiplication of any 2 digit to another 2 digit number. So, look at the calculation over here, that is 4 8 is 32 carry 3, then 8 3 is 24 plus 6 4 is 24, that is 48 plus 3 51 carry 5, then 6 3 18 plus 5 is 23. That is over. As decimal is there, 2 zeros gets cancelled. My answer should be 2312. Anyone answered it? Anyone answered it? Okay, Sweta madam, after long time, option A, well done, well done. Sweta has done well. So, Aman, you are getting tough competition from Sweta. Aman has also answered the question, Anusha answered the question, well done. All my good friends, well done. This is the exam festival, this year most of you will clear the exam. Moving on to the next question here, question number 8. So, first we will read that what is that question is. So, let us read the question. What is the difference? Now, they are talking about the difference. The difference between the total number of students who preferred A and C together and the total number of students who preferred D and F together. Okay, let us take this side and A and C together. So, where is A? A is here. Where is C? C is here. A and C together, and that is already I put up the percentage, make use of it. That is 22 and 4, that is 26%. That is A and C, and D and F. So, where is D? So, D is here, D is here and F is here. So, use the percentage which is already mentioned here, 34 plus 6 and that gives you 40%. So, here the D and F, 40% is there. You are asking the difference and the difference is given in terms of number. So, you take the difference of percentage over here and the difference of percentage is 14%. You need to calculate 14% of how much? 6800. Come on Sweta, can you answer this question my young friend? Come on Aman. So is Anusha. Anusha answered it and she says option C, The next time onwards, I thought this is a data interpretation, people feel boring. I did not put up the timer here nor option. The from the next and Aman is also option C. Okay. Let me calculate over here, that is 14% of 6800, I think, yes, 6800, 14% 0.14. So, 2 zeros gets cancelled, and then the remaining one is 14812 carry 11 and 14684 and 95. So, that is 952, anywhere 952, option C. So, beautifully my dear friend answer the question. Hope Sweta should also agree with our answer. Okay. I am moving on to the next question here, and the next question is this. Okay. What I do is, first we will read what the question is. So, let me take the question only here. The number of students who prefer beverage E and F together are what percentage of total number of students? Let me take this side and beverage E and F. Look at this one, this is E and this is F, is what percentage of total number of students? The total, the whole is 100%. Come on, as already the percentage is mentioned, within no time my friends will answer the question. Here, what is the answer for this? Within no time my friends will answer the question. Because the data I already mentioned, this is 18% and this is 6%, and the total will be 100%. Out of the total, this is what percentage? 18 plus 6, that comes 24%. That is all. Yes, my dear friends, it is said that if you want to go to the question again, the number of students who prefer the beverage E and F is what percentage of the total number of students. In terms of percentage, this is the overall is always 100%, out of which this is 18 and this is 6. That means this is what percentage, my required percentage is 18 plus 6 is 24%. That is the overall answer. Option choice is D. Yeah, that's right, that's right. Okay, Sweta, can you see that Anusha answered the question, Aman answered the question? Hope you agree with their answer. Okay. So, I am going back here. Okay, fine. Moving to the next question, this is the question number 9. One more question on this data, and which is this. What is this question is? First we will read the question. So, let us take the question first, and here it says, what is the respective ratio? They are asking the ratio between the number of students who prefer the beverage F and the number of students who prefer beverage A. Easily you will answer the question. Let me make it side, and beverage F to beverage A. I will not show you the figure. You are smart enough to answer these questions. Come on, my friends, come on. 20, okay, it is the previous question. Anusha says option A. Why Aman? My dear friend, Sweta madam, come on, I am sure some of you will be able to answer this. So, it is what it is said, the respective ratio between the number of students who prefer beverage F. So, what is that beverage F here? So, this beverage F is in angle 21.6 in percentage, that is 6. In order to answer the question, use that 6%, no. So, that is and beverage A, and the beverage A is 22%. So, for answering sake, you can directly answer the question, that is 3:11, 6:22, which is 3:11. Do we have any option? 3:11, option A. Option A. Did Aman answer the question? Did Sweta answer the question? Achha, okay. If you are learning it, that's more than enough. Now, third and the last set. and this set I picked up purposefully from SBI assistant, that is SBI clerk 2021. Okay, it is main exam, but I missed to mention the main examination. So, RBI clerk. Now, what type of this? But before that, let me advertise our product. Go to Google, please join ACE online for banking course. So, here you will get this part, ACE online, and open that, and next you will be getting this one, whereas the banking course will be there. If you are saying the gate and other things, you can either push this add button, or you can go to the store button where all the courses will be displayed. Click that and use this ACE 50, you will be getting a 50% discount. So, out of total 1500 for 3 months recording courses, 750 is the only amount, and then that is what here, and plus GST will be there. So, please, if you have already joined somewhere, recommend your friends and relatives. Let us coming to the question here. Now, here is the question, what is it says? Study the following pie chart carefully and answer the question. So, degree wise the breakup of the employee. So, look at this one, the degree wise breakup of the employee. Here the total number of employees there, and it is not the percentage, degree 50.4 degree and then 136.8 degree and so on and so forth. Breakup is there on the various department of the organization, and the ratio of men and women. So, this is ratio of the men and women. So, what you are expected to do is, you should be able to immediately convert this. When I divided this by 360, I got 0.14, and what is 0.14? The 0.14 is nothing but 14%. When I divided this number by 360, I got 0.38, that means it is 38%, and so on and so forth. Right, my dear friend, there are two options you can do. Either immediately you work out all the 4 or 5 departments will be there. So, convert them into percentage. So, calculations, you do not need to do the calculation at the time of question, or as the question comes, you can use that particular calculation for that particular figure. Moving on to the question part, my friends. Here is the first question. What is that? What is the number of men working in marketing department? Number of men working in marketing department. So, what is the marketing department is? The marketing department is this one. Look at this one, 22%. And in the marketing department, if I come over here, what is the ratio? 3:2, men to women ratio 3:2. What is the total number of people? Total number of people is 3250. So, the calculation goes in this way. Immediately you can start writing the calculation, 3250 total. I need the 22%. So, into 0.22 or 22 by 100, whatever you feel like writing, and from there I need the men over here, that is 3 part out of 5 parts. Right, my dear friends. So, now you can conclude the calculation. So, look at this one, I am dealing with the Reserve Bank of India assistant main question, main exam question. So, the remaining part is only calculation part. How do I do the calculation here? So, I will go with this is 22 by 100, and see that what happens, this 0 0 gets cancelled with 5, this gets cancelled here, 5 6 30 and 5 5 is 25, with again it gets cancelled with 5 13 times, with 5 2 times, and this is 11 times. Done. So, my multiplication is 13 into 3 is 39 and into 11. So, this is 9, 9 3 12 carry 1 and 3 plus 1 is 4. That should be my answer. Anyone answer the question? Option E, 429 is not there anywhere. That is right. Well done. So, seriously you are working on. Let us move on to the second question on this. And what is the second question here? So, first we will read the question, right, my dear friends. So, come here and we will read the question here. What is the respective ratio of the number of women working in HR department and the number of men working in IT department. Women HR, men IT. I need the ratio. That means I didn't need to work out with the real numbers. So, let me push this back and your figure is here. So, women in HR department. So, where is that HR department? 10% is there here. So, I notice that the overall is 10% and I need the women in HR. The women in HR is 13 part out of 25 parts, 13 over 25 and is to. Why I am not dealing the figure, not taking this 3250? Because I consider the total is 100. If the total is 100, then 10% will be 10 and IT department of men. What is the IT department? The IT department is 16%. If the total is 100, the 16% will become 16. So, here I will consider 16 into, I need the men in IT. So, what is the men in IT? IT 3 parts out of 10 parts, 3 part out of 10 parts. Whenever I can do this, whenever you are asked to find out the ratio or you are asked to find out the percentage, you do not need to take the actual value. Come on my dear friends, I am away from the screen. So, some of you will be able to answer the question. Some of you will be able to answer the question. Try this, try this. Option C, Anusha is saying option C and that is 13:28. How about the rest of my friends? Okay. So, what I am going to do now? I am simply cancel this one with 5 2 times, with 5 times, with 5 this is 2 times, with 2 this is 8 times and further this gets cancelled 4 times. That is done. So, my ratio is 13:12. Anywhere 13:12 is there? 13:, okay, did I made any mistake over here? 1 minute. So, because usually Anusha is not wrong. So, let me check this one once. Here with 5 2 times and with 5 this is 5 times, with 5 this is 2 times, that is done, and this is with 2 this is 8 times, that is done, and this gets cancelled 4 times. So, I am getting 13:, did I cancel this 2? Yes, 13:12. Where is that 13:12? So, I see that option choice E, 16:7 by 7 is an woman. It is talking about men in IT. Okay, men in IT department. I made a mistake here. Thank you for correcting me. So, look at this, sometimes how we make a mistake here. So, this number is 7, this is 7, this is men IT department 7 over 10. So, 7 4 is 28. So, 13:28 should be my answer, option choice C. Beautifully corrected me, thank you very much my friends. Okay, I am moving on to the next question. Look at this, that is what the question is. So, what is the question? We will read it coolly first. Look at this question. What is it? The number of men working in the production department of the organization forms what percentage of the total number of employees working in that department? A beautiful logical question. Look at this one, in a production department, men forms what percentage of the total number of employees in that department. So, let us make it side and take that production department, right. Whatever the production department number is there, the number of men and women is this. So, men is what percentage of the men? Is it talking about men? men is what percentage of the overall? Come on my dear friends, I did not put up the clock today or else I would have been given the option also. Come on. In a production department, men is what percentage of the total people who are working in production department? Come on, come on. So, whatever this number is, let it 1,77,499, but finally out of which the number of men are 4 and the number of women are 1 part. This is 4 part and this is 1 part. Look at this, if you know this technique, then you will say, Mr. Narendra, why should I bother about this number? I know out of 5 parts total department, the 4 parts are men, and 4 by 5, which is nothing but 80% should be my answer, my dear friends. And option choice none of this. 4 part production department, 4 part are the men. So, the men working in the production department, the organization, what percentage of the total number of employees working in that department? In that department, if the total number of employees are 5 parts, the number of men are 4 parts. So, the men is what percentage of total employee, 4 is what percentage of 5? We all know 4 by 5, 80%. Yes, my friends, do you agree here? Okay. Anyhow, I will be moving on to the next question, and the next question is this one. What is this question? First we will read the question here. So, let me take the question now. The number of women working in IT department, number of women working in IT department in the organization is what percentage? When they say percentage, then I can only use that graph, I do not need the total number. So, the number of women in IT department forms what percentage of total number of employees in the organization from all the department together, all the department together. Okay. So, let us take this one. How will we answer the question? Number of women in IT department. So, IT department is 16 if all the employees are 100. If all department together, employees in all department together is 100, then the IT department is 16%, and this is IT 16%, that is if this is 100, this is 16. Now, the women over here is how much? IT department, the woman is 3 part out of 10 parts. So, into 3 by 10, this is what the women in IT department is what percentage of all the people in the all department, all people in all department is 100. This is what percentage of 100. Come on my friends, I am sure some of you will be able to answer the question. Some of you will be able to answer the question. Come on. Aman, you will sure answer the question. Sweta, try this. Even if you do not get the answer, it is okay. Option choice B, 4.8. Aman, are you agree? Yeah, that is right. Why it is so? Because look at all my friends here. So, what happens, this 10 comes over here, eliminate this 10. So, this is 16 into 3 is 48. So, 48 by 1000, if this is 48 by 100, 48 by 100, it would have been 48%. 48 over 100 is what? 48%. Now, 48 over 1000 is nothing but 48 1000 into 100, you cancel the 0 and you are getting 4.8. You do not need to do this calculation, from here itself you can say 4.8. Beautifully answer the question. Anusha, option choice B. Well done, well done. okay, and the last question here, and you will find that the last question was very lengthy question. You should skip the questions like this. Look at this. What is the total number of men working in the organization? Total number of men. So, from each department you have to calculate the number of people, and from that number of people, from production you got the number of people, and again use the ratio, and then you will get men. That is only one part of calculation. Like that there are 4 more departments are there, 4 more calculation. After that when you add up, then only you are able to get the final calculation. It goes in this way, my dear friend. So, this is 38%, 38% men is 4 part out of 5 parts, 4 by 5, and the HR is 10%, so 10, and the men is 12 part out of 25 parts. So, in the examination you try to skip those questions, because it will consume almost 3 questions time, 3 or 4 questions time, this single question. Look at this, so many calculations. Then you get the overall this much percentage, and then what you have to do is this number, because the answer is given in numbers. So, you have to find out 3250 into 4294 divided by 65 into 100. Again a lot of calculation is still pending. So, if this type of question comes, the best way, skip it, do not take the risk, even your calculation is very fast. In if you skip this question, you can answer 3 questions more. Okay. With this, my dear young friends, I will take a leave, and we will be meeting again on Monday. Till that time, I wish you all the best to all of you. Thank you.